I still remember the sound of the rain tapping against the car window the morning I drove to my father's will reading. My hands were shaking the entire time, but not because I was sad. My father and we hadn't spoken for the last 9 months of his life, and the last words he said to me were, "You've disappointed me." After that, he shut me out completely. No calls, no visits, nothing. And yet, somehow, the moment he died, my siblings acted like I was the villain who caused everything. They never cared about our relationship. They only cared about what he left behind: money, property, the house we all grew up in. And the rumors said he changed his will just weeks before he passed. They were excited eager even because they were convinced everything would go to them and I'd get nothing. They told me not to even bother showing up. But I went anyway, not because I expected anything, but because I needed closure. Maybe hearing his final words would help me understand why he cut me out. When I walked into the lawyer's office, every head turned. My brother smirked. My sister rolled her eyes. Their spouses whispered like I was some intruder. The room smelled like old carpet, expensive perfume, and tension so thick I could feel it sitting on my skin. I took the last empty seat near the back, trying to stay invisible. The lawyer, Mr. Graham, an older man with silver glasses and a tired voice, opened a thick folder and adjusted his papers. "Thank you all for coming," he began. "Before we read the final will, there is something else your father left behind." My siblings immediately leaned forward. I saw the greed in their eyes. They were waiting for the part where he'd give them everything: his house, his land, his investments. But Mr. Graham didn't look excited. He looked unsettled. He cleared his throat. "Your father asked me to play a recording first." A recording? My heart dropped. I wasn't ready to hear his voice again. My brother whispered, "Probably him apologizing for all the money he left us." My sister snickered. Mr. Graham pressed a button and suddenly, the room filled with the familiar, worn tone of my father's voice. "If you're hearing this, it means I'm gone." My breath caught. I gripped the chair so hard my nails dug into the wood. "There are things I never said. Things I should have said before I left this world," he continued. My sibling straightened, but then his tone shifted. "This is not about money. This is about truth." A nervous laugh escaped my brother's lips. "What truth?" He muttered. My father continued, "When you children were young, I made many mistakes, but the biggest mistake I ever made was hurting the one child who never deserved it." The room froze. I felt everyone's eyes shift toward me, but I didn't move. I couldn't. My father's voice grew softer. "To the child I pushed away, the one I criticized, the one I blamed for things that were never their fault, I am sorry." My chest tightened. I didn't expect an apology. Not after everything. But then he said something that made the entire room tilt. "Everything you are expecting today, everything you think belongs to you, may not be what you believe it is. I've left instructions with Mr. Graham. He knows what to do." The recording ended. Silence. Thick, suffocating silence. My siblings were furious, faces red, mouths hanging open, trying to make sense of what they heard. My sister exploded first. "What does that even mean? Just read the will." Mr. Graham lifted a second sheet of paper. "Your father wrote this will 3 months before he passed." My brother clapped his hands. "Yes, that's the one we want." "The real one." Mr. Graham adjusted his glasses, took a deep breath, and began reading. "I, Richard Hawley, leave the family home to..." My sister sat up straight. "To my daughter, Lila?" I felt my heart slam against my ribs. "Me?" My brother shouted, "What? That's impossible." Mr. Graham raised a hand to silence him. He continued, "I leave my savings account totaling $740,000 to..." "Lila!" My sister slammed the table. "This has to be a mistake. She wasn't even around." "That is not true," Mr. Graham said calmly. "Your father left detailed letters explaining his decision." My ears were ringing. I couldn't speak. It felt unreal. Then Mr. Graham reached into a sealed envelope. "Your father requested that I read one final letter. It is addressed to Lila." My stomach flipped. To me? My voice cracked. Mr. Graham nodded and unfolded the letter. Layla, I know you probably don't want to hear from me. I know I pushed you away when your mother died. I blamed you because I didn't know how to handle my own grief. The truth is, you were the only one who tried to take care of me. The other kids wanted what I could give them, but you only wanted your father back. I saw the things your siblings did behind your back, the lies they told, the money they stole, how they manipulated me against you. I was a fool to believe them. You were the only one who ever loved me honestly. I can't rewrite the past, but I can give you the future you deserve. Dad, my vision blurred. Tears I'd held in for years finally broke free. My sister shouted, "This is fake. Dad would never leave her everything." Mr. Graham sighed and pointed to a final sealed packet. Your father knew there would be objections, so he asked me to show you all. This. He opened it and pulled out a stack of printed screenshots, bank statements, and text messages. These are records of every time you two, he pointed at my siblings, withdrew money from his accounts without permission. The times you pretended Lila said hurtful things when she didn't. The documents proving you tried to force him to sign an older will giving you everything. My brother went pale. My sister's jaw literally dropped open. And the worst, Mr. Graham added, is the recording of a conversation where you both admitted you were only waiting for him to die so you could sell the house. The room burst into chaos. My sister yelled. My brother cursed. Their spouses tried to calm them. But then Mr. Graham raised his voice. Your father revoked all prior wills. This, he tapped the papers, is final and legally binding. My siblings stormed out, screaming threats, but I just sat there, frozen. Mr. Graham placed the letter gently in my hands. He loved you. More than you realized, he said quietly. He wanted you to know the truth. When I finally walked out of the office, the rain had stopped. The sun was breaking through the clouds. For the first time in years, it felt like I could breathe. I looked up at the sky and whispered, "Thank you, Dad." I didn't win money. I didn't want a house. I won something far bigger, the truth. And the closure I'd been waiting for my entire life. If this story reached your heart, subscribe for more real-life stories like this one.